Hello everyone, welcome to, as you can see, free-to-play noob in Star Wars GoH, or Galaxy of Heroes. Now, I am, I have been playing for around 2 weeks, and I decided to do these kind of regular updates to let you know maybe how far can you get while being completely free-to-play account. And before we get to the first update, this around, as I said, around 2 weeks in, level 65. I have been playing pretty regularly, trying to keep track of my energy to let it flow in consistently. You can see that right now I'm topped off on ship and mod energy, which is a mistake. But, well, whatever. I didn't really have too much time today, and so, yeah, influence this. But other than that, I have been trying to play consistently to get use of the energy. But before we get to the state of the account, I have picked up a couple of tips from other much better known YouTubers, and I would like to share it with perhaps other noobs like me. If you watch me, these are, of course, as I said, free tips, or tips for free-to-play accounts. And one of the major ones is there's a free chest if you have the computer version of the game installed and you log in through your PC. You can claim the chest. Well, again, I don't know why I've been getting this. It's second time I got the error. So, well, we'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll let it go. If it works now, then fine. I'm just checking the client, and it seems to be fine. So not necessarily sure what's the problem, but we'll let it load and we'll try it again. If it doesn't work, then at least you'll know it's there, and you can claim it daily. You mostly looking to get the ship materials credits out of there, but yeah, a lot of useful stuff that you can get there, even though it doesn't look like it. That's the first tip I would give you. So let's see if this works. If not, we'll continue, because that's not the main thing here. So yeah, free. Well, anyways, maybe if I restart it completely. That's weird, right? We'll just give it another go, because it either said restart or exit game. That's not useful. So we would have to restart anyways. Okay, but yeah. So I've been playing for 2 weeks. I did watch considerable amount of content just to get a hold of the main maybe modes or main gameplay features that Galaxy of Heroes give you. So hence why I was able to get to know about the pack. Now it will bug me because I have an unclaimed pack. But yeah, so consistently what I've been doing is, of course, if I'm able, I'm just buying the credit shipment. So there's 4 parts that you can buy with your credits. I've just been buying them because it doesn't really influence the income that much, and sometimes they are very useful. So I'm just stacking up on these regularly. You can do it, I think, 3 times a day. Now, of course, using your stamina is pretty much a given that's gonna help you a lot. You might, at the beginning, if you're not my level 65, you might not be able to access everything. But yeah, so good thing is just to make progress through the main story. Well, light side and dark side battles. It's not story per se. Um, and I would say also just narrowing down a bit on of what you are focusing on in terms of characters and later ships as well, of course. So you can see there's quite a lot. And you can see I haven't even got to, what is it, level 7? To gear level 7, so the purple ones. I still have only gear level 6 at most. Now, quick glance on my roster. You can see that what's figured in the topmost rows is mostly First Order, some Rebels. There's Vader, of course, and Jedi plus some Phoenix Squadron. So we'll get to this. I've layered it through this squad tab just to give myself a bit of a easier time to focus on what I'm trying to get currently. Now, for me, mostly that's First Order. I have been following some recommended actions. We will get to it later, but it just First Order was one of the easiest one I was able to get. I mean the whole lineup, and I'll be honest, I have chosen it as my main lineup because Kylo here, the unmasked version, has been pulling his weight considerably, and he's just carrying basically anything I play. So in fleets, he and his TIE Silencer are carrying my fleet games or my fleet fights. In Galactic War, sticking him with a healer, kind of anyone I have been using, whereas he Jedi Consular means you will be able to kind of get through the Galactic War to the end if you're careful, if you plan, and if you maybe use other lineups as well. So that's First Order, hence why I'm using it. I am also not wasting too many ability materials because I'm thinking, like, do you need everything? I don't want to focus on too many things at once. But yeah, then you can see my focus kind of shifting elsewhere. It's because I love droids overall. I think it's the best feature in Star Wars. It's just they bring so much personality to the game. So I had to build a droid lineup in here as well. Now we'll start to see something, and that's a character overlap, which is something I have been planning very, very, not carefully, but very intentionally. So droids are my sort of guilty pleasure lineup. This is something I want to push, I want to advance them, and it's just for fun. There isn't much reason to them as of yet. I haven't been able to find a how to put it, a outlet for a pure droid lineup. So wait. Again, we can go through the lineups. So the first one is, of course, pulled by Kylo Ren. With Halt, you are able to, at level 4, you are able to gain taunt when you use this stun. So that's a reliable way to gain taunt in the first turn. Otherwise, is it aggressive strike? Yeah. Otherwise, you gain taunt by his basic strike, which if the target is debuffed, you will gain taunt, even if you don't hit. That's an important tip. So basic, if there's no debuffed targets, you just use Halt, and when he gets taunt and he's the only target, you are mostly unkillable. That's because I have been using him as a leader. First of all, the plus 25 to speed allows you to have more turns than the enemy usually, and play first, and combined with the critical hit turn meter. turn meter. That's again something to speed up your fights. The same, or the other part of why he's key to my success so far, or being able to enjoy all the different mods, is this passive where he recovers HP when he is hit. First of all, that's the main reason why this is useful, but also when he gets hit, a random first order ally gains advantage. So also you get some counter chance, but that's honestly that's not the most important about the passive, but it's a very useful passive. Strong character in the beginning, for me at least. Stick some mods in and he's completely fine. If you are running low on health, you can use this. Now the rest of the first order lineup is basically, it doesn't really matter. Executioner is super fun, but otherwise, like, you can use anything. Phasma is of course very strong as well, and gives you more free turns, or like more free turn meter and advantage. The droid lineup, it's basically because I noticed that Lobot, if you stick him with a light side droid leader, he gains the droid trait. So I was thinking, how many are there? Yeah, there's one, and that's Sortie. So I'm using Sortie as my leader, and there isn't really much to say about the lineup as of yet, but I am maxing them out as much as I can. This is gonna be my most fun and most used lineup for a bunch of stuff. I will let you know, or we will see in the reviews if it works or not. But yeah, this one works very well in mostly anything. Now as for Phoenix, I was finally able to get Rex. So Rex is my newest pickup in terms of characters. I've chosen the two Jedi to go with the classic Phoenix core of Chopper, Hera, and Rex. Now you can go with Sabine and what's his name? Sabine and Zep. But what is important to keep in mind is Hera is your leader. That's easy. You have to have Rex, and then it's kind of mix and match whatever suits you. But these two are unconditional. Sorry. So yeah, this is my Phoenix with the power. They're pretty weak as of now, but as I said, I've been mostly waiting to get Rex, and now I can start, getting them up. Then we get kind of in the area of journeys, which is... Give me a second. Which is this feature. So journey guide, if you open it up, you are able to choose many different journeys. I have been sticking mostly with the first ones, which means Emperor Palpatine. As you can see, his limitation is you can only use rebel units, and all the requirements are of course different for each layer, or each step, but I almost have my Palpatine. But yeah, so I've been forced to use the rebels, or kind of level up rebels. But before I started thinking about it more and watching some videos, I did fall into the trap of picking up the ones you get at the beginning. So that means Akbar, Leia, Lando, Farm Boy Luke, and Stormtrooper Han. And if I can be completely and brutally honest, Akbar is fun. The other ones, Leia, maybe if you get like higher in her abilities, but the rest just isn't too strong. I've been using Lando, and if you can get him to like use to abuse his double down skill and kind of AoE down the opposing lineup, he can be strong, but it just it has a wind up. It isn't really that reliable, and yeah, the lineup overall without consistent healing is kind of lacking. So yeah, it's much more advisable to just go with your Phoenix lineup, get Hera, get Chops, Ezra, Kanan, Zeb, Rex, and Sabine, kind of mix and match whichever you like, but keep Rex and Hera in, and go with that, because that will allow you to, I think it's Throne that is also fought with Phoenix Squadron. So yeah, Phoenix Squad is going to be your friend, and I'm also advancing through the through the Yoda journey, which means I have to get a Jedi lineup as well. The Jedi lineup is connected to my ships or to my fleet state. So yeah, it's advisable to get the Jedi going as well. You are able to get, I believe, Jedi Knight Anakin and Ahsoka automatically, so these two are going to be vital for your success in terms of Jedi lineups. But yeah, you can see I've put in Jedi Knight Guardian because I don't have a better Jedi that is also Galactic Republic, which is important for Anakin's passive. So yeah, this is my lineup for Jedis, not really that much going on. I have been advancing Mace quite a lot since I've got him. I don't know if he's that strong in battle, even though the Shatter Point, is this right? The Shatter Point passive kind of, in hard battles when you are working on some boss over a long time, they add up and it's super strong. But yeah, my Jedi lineup is mostly due to the fact that I've centered it around Anakin and Ahsoka, with their starships as well, and with, of course, Mace Windu's endurance. So that's my most successful fleet, but the fleet also features Kylo Ren's silencer and Vader's tie. And that's I'll be honest, that's the only useful fleet I have. So then you can see my cookie cutter, the first rebels you get. This lineup really, as you can see, it's kind of sorted by importance or priority. This one really isn't much of a priority for me. It takes a lot of resources to develop them, and I just, they couldn't even finish the Galactic War. So hence why I moved them kind of down a lot. The other one I was planning on is kind of trying to get the Empire to work. I do have Vader. I have been pushing him upward somehow, and the same with Royal Guard. But I'm waiting to get Palpatine and then kind of try to figure out what might work. I like Gar Saxon as a leader with his passive. So if that will work, I will also have to get the Super Commando, and this would probably be Emperor Palpatine. But we'll see. It's completely possible that just Vader will be my leader, and these two might be something like Moff Gideon, Dark Trooper, or something else entirely. So there we get to the next one. That's the Troopers. I've been thinking if I can put together a Trooper Imperial Remnant lineup with Moff Gideon, but as you can see, like, there's so much priority before it that I wasn't able to develop it too much. And we also get more towards the event oriented lineups. These are planned. This in the events is what I have available now. So if we look here, there's an event called Credit Heist, and in there you can only use scoundrels. Now technically, if I wanted, I could use Kira in here as well, but just my planned scoundrel team was kind of this. I would probably switch Lando and Han for more of the of this, prep smuggler team from Solo the movie. So that's a change I would make. I still do like IG-11 and Quill, so I'll see when I get him if they are OP together or not. But yeah, that's kind of what I've planned. And what I have available, what I'm running with, is currently this for Credit Heist. So Boba Fett added to it, and for Smuggler's Run, I so far only have Kira. I almost have Vandor Chewbacca, and I am able to get Lead now because I was able to get to the fifth level of Cantina battles. So that's mostly what I'm working on right now. There's other stuff I should be working on, I'll admit. So what would make sense here would be probably something like a bounty hunter team, which I do have Grief. So I could run him or Boba in the leader spot, and then probably with the what I would be able to get. I know that people say you should prioritize getting Bosk and his ship. Then I know Dengar is pretty, I wouldn't say easy. Where do you get Dengar anyways? Quest reward. For guild. Yeah, I'm not in a really good guild. So Dengar, if you have a solid guild, then you are able to get him in the guild shop. Greedo should be pretty easy, I believe. Also, did he shoot first or not? Oh yeah, in Squad Arena. So you can farm Greedo in Squad Arena. I was able to farm Mace Windu there, so you'll be able to find to farm Greedo in no time. That's another one. And then you could use Bush. I've almost farmed her. I'm still missing something. She's from Hard Battles. You can go for Mando, I believe, any of the others which you can get. So something like this would probably be advisable as well. But since I wanted to get the light side scoundrels bounty hours, yes, bounty hunters. So I was able to get the light side scoundrels. Not able, but I want to get them. I kind of prefer it. Then, yeah, I'm postponing this towards a later time. So yeah, first time. These four are my main priority. If we look at, I'm roughly at 150 galactic power, which is nothing basically. And if we look at fleet, I will show you my fleet state as well. So yeah, this is how it looks. Mostly working on the silencer, which is in Cantina battles, along with getting Kylo maxed up. TIE Advanced, you get this, I think, automatically among some quests. Maybe achievements, and it's super strong as well. It applies target lock, so that's been a staple in my lineups. I am working on Ghost, but that's mostly because they force you to fight with Rebel fleet in the events. So I'm just working on them because I'm also working on the lineup, so it kind of synergizes well together. Then we have these two, which you get both the characters and the spaceships, and they are pretty strong. Especially the Ahsoka Tano. You'll be able to push the starship quite a lot. So yeah, these 2-3, I would say, with endurance is something you get automatically and something you should look to to use. We also have Slave 1, but I haven't used it yet. As for my capital ships, again, mostly working on endurance. I do have unlocked the classic, what you get for free basically. So home 1 and executrix. And that's all. That's basically all. Thinking if I skipped anything. But more than that, I would like to first of all thank anyone who checked this. Tell me in the comments if you are a free to play player, and what in which step of your journey you are, what you are focusing on, and if you picked up something that I'm doing horribly wrong, let me know in the comments as well. I'm not a true power player. I don't do everything. The most efficient way and the strongest way. That's not the way I roll. But yeah, I'm a member of Alice in Chains. Kind of seems like a friendly bunch of guys. Even though there's only a couple active, unfortunately, as of now. But yeah, I will see if the raid content, if the guild content gets more available for me. Yeah, but that's all. Oh yeah, last thing should be, so my ranks in Squad Arena is around 3000, so I'm far from this next step. But if you notice, it's only 100 Squad Arena tokens. That's what it is. But what I'm more focused on is Fleet Arena, which I'm 490. Again, it's like this, almost the same. It's the second tier, but first of all, you'll get a lot of the Fleet Arena tokens, first of all. Second of all, the amounts are way better, right? So there's 200 difference, but overall you get 1000, and you are still paying 400 for your one pick in the redeems. That's kind of interesting, right? There's such a huge imbalance in the rewards in Squad Arena and Fleet Arena. Fleet Arena is definitely not an afterthought, and you should focus on it as much as you can. There's people telling you to farm these. I don't know if it's realistic to get there anytime soon, but yeah, I'm treating this as a marathon rather than sprinting to get everything done. So yeah, this is everything. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe to, see me next week. If we are able to move anywhere considerable, I will let you know. You can see how far we got on free-to-play noob in Galaxy of Heroes. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and for those that are here on to see the Star Wars The Old Republic stream, I will start shortly in a couple of minutes. After the game starts, I will start the stream, and we'll move on with Carnagon's Dark Side story. So yeah, thanks for watching.